Hi, welcome to the video. It's a mid. There was just a new patch announced for SBA, and I figured it's a good time to go over it. It's pretty fresh. It was either today or yesterday it came out, and I just had time to look at it, so I want to go over the upcoming changes as well as the new characters. So I have not a spoiler, but some people were able to find like early notes on the character. So I'm going to go over the translated version of those, and we'll go over that first. Okay, so this is supposed to be Dylan. This is the new character. He's a power forward, and he is going to be a good dunker and a good defender. So I have some screenshots of his upcoming abilities. It's a bad screenshot, but it's fine, because I can just tell you what it is. So his first ability is Block Avoidance, which is Lightning's ability. Basically, if your dunk is blocked, you have a chance of basically shooting the ball after the block. So you can get blocked, and then there's an animation where your character throws the ball at the rim, and I don't know what the chances it goes in, but it goes in a decent amount, especially if you have I think the affix. I don't know actually what that does, if it changes the percentage chance it goes in or the percentage chance that it procs, but either way, it's a good ability. Then it is Surprise Slam, which is this dunk that he does during a sprint or a drive, so during a dribble move or a sprint. And that's relevant because his next ability is Dribble Sprint. So that's Chelsea's ability. When you have the ball, you can sprint a certain distance. And it seems like you can dunk during that sprint. So that has obviously it works well with his ability to dunk during a drive. I'm on the fence because I need to see what the animations look like, but it could be good. And the last thing he has is Defensive Posture, which I'm pretty sure is just Land's ability. It's you get a small little dash on defense, and you can chain a block into that. So he's all around a good defensive player. Offense, I think I personally don't love somebody that has a sprint, especially when you're in the paint, because sprinting, even if you're on Chelsea, he was going to be faster than this guy and smaller, and you're also sprinting usually around less people and in the perimeter. So even then, under those conditions, sprinting, it's really easy to run into somebody. So imagine having to do that on a power forward who's going to be slower and bigger, and more people will be standing in proximity when he has the ball. I'm not sold on the sprint being good. I think the only case it's going to be good is when you're not sprinting towards the basket. So say you just imagine it being a hop step, like a speed X hop step. So you'll be doing it to just reposition, usually laterally or backwards. Laterally might mean backwards. Either way, left, right, backwards, something like that. I think rarely will be good to dash towards the rim. But at that point, you might as well just be playing Speed X, because hop steps, they can't be interrupted by somebody standing on top of you. You can hop step and it's not going to be impacted by that. Whereas the dribble sprint, it's just a lot easier to get interrupted. No, I'm not a huge fan of that. I am on the fence. I think it's not gonna be a good dunker. I think he'll be. It just depends on what his jump is going to be. If he has a high jump value, then he can just use a dribble into a dunk, or even the dribble sprint, but immediately dunk after, not even really make any distance. If he has high jump, then that's fine. It doesn't necessarily need to be something that you're fully utilizing the kit. He might still be good, just because his defense would be so good. So, also depends on his dunk animation, the Surprise Slam. If it's a good dunk animation, it's fast, because you also can use catapults, since you have the sprint, and to do the drive, it'll proc catapult. So if it's a good animation, it could be a good dunker, but just don't expect to get some crazy motion out of his kit. I think realistically, he will just be, again, depending on the animation, a good dunker just to go out of a dribble move and animation cancel really soon after pressing the button. So that's my opinion. Sorry, that was a long ramble. Okay, so here you can see they're just talking about the new skins that are coming out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Harren needs any more skins, to be honest, and I don't know who the other characters are that are getting skins. These patch notes are the most frustrating patch notes, because I don't know who. Oh, I guess, are all of those then Dylan skins? The Fallen Movement, the Doomsday Mercenary, and the Ranger Heavy Iron Wall? Could those possibly all be his skins? Because Harren then comes after with his one skin after the hyphen. So I don't know. I'm not sure what skins are coming out. There probably is going to be one cheaper skin that you get like from the chain thing, and then one that you can buy for the tickets. But the third one, I have no clue. Oh wait, no, yeah, I don't know. Oh no, it's a ranger skin. Sorry. Okay, so the first one is probably the one that comes from the chain deal. Then the second one is going to be like the premium one. Then that's a ranger skin. I thought ranger was part of the name of it. It's a ranger skin. Interesting. Why give ranger a skin? All right, cool. There's ranger skin, and then Harren is the last one. Harren definitely did not get a skin. Ranger is interesting. Maybe they plan on doing something with the ranger, but then you can see it's showing his skills that he just went over. They are also giving Celeste a buff. Basically, they're going to give her additional added resistance and shot accuracy on her agile post play. It's at 5% for both right now, so it might go up to like 7 or something. I don't know really why they would buff Celeste, especially in that way. So that's interesting. And they also are buffing June's dunk. So the buff on June's dunk, I think it's either going to be a hit rate buff or a range buff, or possibly both, because right now it does both. So the level 4, it might just be a straight hit rate buff, at which point that's nice. It's just a nice like quality of life thing. Again, probably not necessary to do that. He's totally fine. If it increases his jump range, at that point you're probably looking to stop taking jump on him, because as it is right now, you can dunk from basically the 3-point line without running jump on your kit and having like jump assist units. So it's like, I already changed my helmet from a jump helm to a block just because it didn't change how far I could dunk from. So I think if it is going to be a jump buff as well, like it buffs the range of your dunk, then you may just start considering running like power, even though I never thought you'd run power on him. It may make sense to at that point. Like, nobody's really, as far as I know, tested his range with running like a full power build. So maybe I'll do that in an upcoming video. I'll just test like full power June with like the flying dunk skin affix and see how far you can dunk from with running, because at this point it might just be power June being better than running threes and jump and all that. So I don't know, we'll look into that. Okay, then they're just introducing new clothes that are coming out. I love a good wing set, so if these Wings of Judgment are nice and they're not going to cost $1 million, that'll be something I'm definitely trying to get. Polar Hunter, probably not something I would like, and Street Trend. Again, I wish they would give you like a sneak preview of these things, but that's okay. Okay, so you can see here, it says here, box out resistance. They're changing from level 2 and 3 rebound value. They're increasing it to 10 and 15. And they're increasing the affix value from 5 to 10 to 15. Don't think that'll ever really change. I don't think that'll like affect people running those skills. Oh, I can't tell if they're talking about like box out expert, or like that one talent that there is for box out, or if they're talking about somebody's skill, because it doesn't say like which character it'd be impacting or characters, and their wording is not always completely accurate. So I'm not entirely sure this may be somebody's skill or a talent. I don't know. By the way, I don't think it's going to really change much. It seems like a small adjustment. And then they say screen resistance replaces the original resistance against block for Big Joan. Okay, later on we're going to look at Big Joan. I took a video of her and we will look at it and talk about it. And I'll tell you what I think they mean by that, because I'm not 100% sure. Again, just because their wording and their verbiage and like, it's not always accurate. It's like pretty deceptive a lot of times. So I'll tell you what I think it means. Okay, then you see resisting the rebound. This is a huge buff to Big Joan, so they're changing it from having a chance to trigger to always triggering. And it's also going to give you a rebound range buff of 2%, which is going to be really huge, especially when, again, we'll go over that, but I think Big Joan's going to be probably not like, pick or ban, but she will definitely be picked a lot more often, especially because, I'll talk about it, but the way that the ban pick phase is going right now is that bigs are being targeted a lot of times, and ends up being a lot of Kyles and a lot of Robbies and people that snag rebounds pretty well. And now in that meta where people are banning Bigs out, Big Joan will be a really decent option because a lot of the more oppressive picks will be removed and she'll have a chance to like, you know, really show out. So I think having Big Joan geared would be a good idea following this patch. I think she'd be good for sure. Oh, and then Intimidating Block there. This is, I'm pretty sure, like a large Anju buff. So they changed the stat to 3, they increased the base hit reduction to 8, and they also affected the level 4 to additionally reduce confrontation by 15, up to 3 stacks. So it seems like a pretty significant Anju buff. So hey, Anju's already pretty good. If you're an Anju player, you'll like him even more. I'm just going to be banning Anju because I hate playing versus him regardless, so I'll be banning Lan and Anju every game because I just refuse. They're also giving Rocket a buff. I think Rocket getting a buff is interesting. I think he's in a good spot already. He's fast. He does everything pretty well, like a good all-arounder. They're giving him some quality of life buffs, so interesting, probably not necessary, but whatever. And then they're also giving Big Joan another buff, and I go over the values later, so yeah, we'll talk about that. I mean, additional 10% on block distance is really good. And the last thing was there was just some visual bugs with Becky's skin, so shout out Becky. But yeah, I'll get into the Big Joan video now. Okay, so Big Joan does have an ability called Resisting the Block. Basically, that ability, it gives her some additional block range. I think it gives her plus 2% and then plus 3%. So it seems like they're replacing that with screen resistance. Will just reduce, I guess, her time being screened when she gets hit by one, or something similar to that, like some sort of rework. And then that's why they're also giving her a flat 10% block distance buff, which is bigger than the Resisting the Block, even with the skin affix. The skin affix would add 5%, so 3 plus 5 is 8. This is higher than both. So this is a pretty significant buff to her block range, and they'll be probably reworking that. She also has quick rebound, as you saw, resisting the rebound. She can jump over somebody for a rebound, and they also give her an additional 2% on the rebound. So something to note is that I show you here her skin affixes, and you can see for resisting the rebound, it increases the probability of it going off by 5%. I think, wait, hold on a second. I have to go back in the video and check something. Okay, yeah, I was right. So they changed that to now resisting the rebound always procs. So the probability chance of it increasing by 5% with that skin affix is probably going to be changed to something like just giving her additional rebound height, if I had to guess. Or maybe they'll just rework it, something else. But yeah, so that's going to change. So will the one for resisting the block, since they're reworking that ability. She could be, if they give her additional range with that skin affix, she might be the best rebounder in the game. Because I showed you like her innate values. She has 72 rebound. The only one with a higher rebound is Amy with 73. I checked all the others. Somebody else has 72 as well. I think it may have been... Was it the Lan? No, it wasn't Lan. Lan has 65. Maybe it's Leora? Leora has 72 as well, yeah. So they both have 72, then Emma has 73. The rest are lower than that, usually at like 70. I mean, she definitely could be the best rebounder, especially with her abilities, so this is a pretty significant buff to Big Joan. So I would say, if I'm a big, I'm probably looking to play Anju, and I mean, Big Joan, you just would maybe want to throw a set on just to test her out. I think realistically at this point, if you're big and you're playing in a 3-ban lobby, you should not have Lan geared at this point. Lan is not making it through, and if you don't have her geared, you could always just ban her. I just think if you have limited sets, you should not be wasting a set on Lan. It's not going to get through. You do something similar for Leora. You know, the people that are going to get banned, I think if you have really good sets and you have limited resources, it'd be better to just use those on characters you're going to get more play on. So I think Andrew's going to be great. He might start getting banned though. I mean, he's already pretty good and gets banned in some lobbies. So I say Andrew for sure. For scoring, I think people are starting to realize finally that Kiki's not this unstoppable beast, and you know, it's pretty easy to block her and contain her. So I would say stick to playing the characters that are meta, like Karen is good, June's good. June's going to be even better now, and possibly even be like broken. If I'm right, and you don't need to run jump at all, and you can just run straight power, he might just be the best dunker in the game. So I'm gonna test that out, and I don't remember where I was at, but yeah. Anyway, this was a patch rundown. I think new character would be okay. I don't think it'll be amazing. Again, depends on the dunk animation. It can be really good, but I don't think he has the potential to be like mega broken, unless they like significantly change something. And yeah, I think also Rocket. People should be picking Rocket as is, so with the buffs, he should be played a lot more. So yes, I would say gear Anju and Rocket, and try and get some play in, and Big Joan could be broken too. We'll see. Anyways, that was my take on the patch. Hope you guys are having fun in the game. I'm enjoying myself, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.